So we got the RX bat, altimeter, GPS speed, RQLY, the GPS heading, and the GPS satellites. And GPS coordinates. How cool is that, huh? Okay, let's bring it back.
Kilometers per hour. 15.8 volts, 100%.
So here it is, guys. We have the new ERS GPS sensor from Radiomaster, and it is connected via the crossfire cable to the ER6 ELRS PWM receiver, so it uses the crossfire protocol telemetry. Now the new ERS GPS sensor will work with the ER6, the ER8, the ER8G, and the ER8GV ELRS PWM receivers, and it is specifically made for these receivers. The ERS GPS sensor will transmit GPS coordinates as well as the GPS heading, GPS satellites it has acquired, and the GPS speed. So let's disassemble it so we can get a closer look at it. So it measures in at 32.8 by 25.5 by 12.8 millimeters and weighs in at just 13 grams. Now it is equipped with two modes. Here's the mode button and here is the mode light. Mode 1 provides accurate GPS data, and mode 2 provides accurate ground speed data. And here is the GPS light. It will turn solid green from blinking once enough GPS satellites have been acquired. There's an input port and an output port for the 4-pin crossfire cable, so you can add more sensors in the future in a daisy chain configuration. Now the input voltage range is 3 to 12 volts, and it has a 35 milliamps of current draw at 5 volts when it is in use. So it is super easy to set it up. First, you will need one of these receivers. So connect the receiver to your RC truck, your RC boat, or your fixed wing aircraft. I'm going to install it on the Holcim X25 RC truck. Okay, here we go. So let's first remove the old receiver. For the fan, channel 4 is the steering, channel 3 is the throttle, and here's the old receiver, poster putty. So here's the ER6 receiver. I got poster putty on the bottom. The ER6 receiver comes with a battery sensor wire, so you just connect it here, and the other end I just put some solder on it to make it work like a pin. So we're gonna stick this in the balance port of the battery to get battery voltage. Okay, so let's connect. Let's get the fan to the battery channel. Make sure the polarity is correct. So channel 4 for the steering right here. There you go. And channel 3 for the throttle. And there you go. Just like that. Crossfire cable. Connected right there. And here's the ERS GPS sensor. I'm going to put some poster putty on the bottom. And let's see, I'm going to connect the crossfire cable to the output port. Just like that. And let's go ahead and wrap it around like that. And then smoosh it down. Just like so. And let's put the whole thing right here. Just like that. I've never had any issue with the poster putty. It has never come off. So it's a good product. I swear by it. Okay, so there's everything. So here's the antenna wires. I'm just going to route it through here. And just stick it out here. Same with this one. Like that. And the battery voltage sensor wire is too long, so I'll just wrap it around here a couple times. And then stick it into the positive wire furthest away from the black wire to get the complete battery voltage of the battery. Just like that. And we are done. Okay, turn on the Radiomaster MT12.
Welcome to EdgeTX.
Power on the truck.
Low battery.
Oh, there's a low battery warning, and that is because I had it set to 14.5 volts, I believe, because I was using it with my DHK Maximus, which is a 4S setup. This one here is a 3S setup. So, and there you go. We got, almost had it solid. And there you go. Remind you, I'm in my garage, and look at how fast it acquired all of the necessary satellites. So let's see how many we got. We got 5 GPS satellites. Nice. Okay, so first let's see if everything is working correctly. Okay, steering. Nope, steering needs to be reversed. So let's go to the model, page forward. And here you go, the outputs page. Scroll down to channel 4. That's where my steering is at. Edit. Scroll down, direction. Let's reverse the direction. See? Just like that. Okay, now let's go back, and I'm gonna go backwards on the page, and we are at the telemetry page 11 of 12. We have solid green light, so scroll down and hit discover new, and boom, just like that, we got all of the GPS telemetry. Stop it. So we got satellites. We got 5 satellites. We got the altitude. We got the GPS heading, which is 0. GPS speed, we're not moving, so it's recording 0 kilometers per hour. And there's the GPS coordinates. Simple as that. So on my Radiomaster MT12, what I have on the telemetry screen is a bunch of numerical values displayed on it, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to hit the models button, and I want to get to the 12th of the 12th page. To do that, I'm going to go back, and we are already there on the display screen. You're going to scroll down right there, and you're going to hit enter, and you're going to choose whatever you want to put over there. I happen to put the RX bat right there. And the next one is the RQLY. So you press enter and you scroll up and down and find what you want to put there. And I happen to put RQLY. Next one is the altitude. Next one is the GPS heading and GPS speed and GPS satellites. On this screen, there's 2 more values that you can put, but that was enough for me. So that is how I ended up putting all those values with the press of a button, and you can read all those values at one time. I'm not connected, so a lot of these values have no data, but while it's on and connected and I got telemetry, all these will have values. Okay, so when I press this momentary switch right here,
0 kilometers per hour.
it's telling me it's 0 kilometers per hour. So it is telling me the GPS speed. And when I press this button over here, the SB button,
0 volts, 0%.
so it's telling me 0 volts, and that is the battery voltage, and 0%, that is the value of the RQLY that I have created. So I'll show you how to do that. So hit the models button, and instead of scrolling forward, I'm going to scroll backwards to get there quicker, and it is the special functions. So as you can see, I got the SB switch, which is this switch right here, and when I press it, it's going to tell me the RX bat value, and it says play value.
0 volts, 0%.
Now it's telling me 0% as well, because down here I have chosen the same switch, play value, same as the top function, but this time RQLY, and that is why I got 0 volts and 0%.
0 volts, 0%.
Okay, so the next one right here, the SC button, which is this button right here, I have it set to play value again, but I have GPS speed selected. So how you do that is, once you go in here, when that section is blinking, you just hit that switch.
0 kilometers per hour.
Okay, and then once you're done that, you hit enter. You go to the next value or selection, and you choose what you want it to do. Play value, play track, play sound. So I'm going to play a value, and then the next one, I'm going to go ahead and choose GPS speed. So scrolling. See all those selections. Okay, so you want to choose the one that doesn't have the positive or the negative. It's just GPS speed. And then that's it. That's how you do it. So when you're here and looking at all these values, you can also, I am a right-hand pistol grip holder, so I use my index finger to press those buttons. But if you are a left-hander,
0 kilometers per hour.
just like that, and you can hit it with your thumb,
0 volts, 0%.
and that's how we do it. And the final thing that I want to show you is that I had that low voltage alarm. So instead of scrolling forward, I'm going to scroll backwards again. Okay, special functions once again, and I have L01, and that is the logical switch, and I have it to play a track, and the track would be low battery. So I have chosen L1, play a track, and low battery. So if you long press this, you will get all these choices. and I have chosen low battery to play. So I have set that up, but before you set that up, what you need to do is set up a logical switch. So here's my first logical switch. So I'm going to go ahead and edit. So the function will be A is less than X. So the value must be less than X when this function takes place. And it will be the RX bat. And when it is lower than 14.5 volts. And that is the reason why it went off. Because this one now on the Pulsim X25, it is a 3S battery. So I'm going to have to reset that value. So here I'm going to reset that value to previously 14.5 volts was set to the DHK Maximus, which is a 4S battery. So I'm going to lower it down now. Oops. I'm going to lower it down to maybe 10.5 volts. When it hits 10.5 volts, it will tell me low voltage once again. And I have chosen a delay of 3 seconds. So it needs to be at 10.5 volts for longer than 3 seconds for the alarm to go off. And that is how I set that up. So after I have set that up, then I went to the special functions and enter all that. So now when the car battery goes below 10.5 volts for longer than 3 seconds, it'll give me a low voltage warning. And that's how I set that up. And that is it. That is how easy it is. Now you are ready to rock and roll. So if you want to check it out for yourself, the link to the product is down below. So I thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.